Hi, in this video I will show you how to read smart photos and videos from a smartphone with a C# code. And as you see there, this is my smartphone. It's a Samsung smartphone. It's connected with a USB cable, and my app does now the following. I have the code in here. This is my code, my Windows code, and when I run, first show you how it works. When I run get folder, then you will see it reads all files from this from my smartphone device. Excuse me. And I'll show you now the code for this application, and also watch this side slider. And the smartphone is still closed. So how does it work? What we see there, we have 4 files. We have the main XAML file, and when we go to the main XAML file, that's this one, then you see there's a grid view inside the first folder, first page. In the grid view, this is then the name, in this case CTL files, and I have here selection mode single, is multi-select checkbox enabled true, but it's all default. And around the grid view we have a scroll viewer, and in the first row, first block, we have the get devices, the button. Now what happens when I click on the button, I say go to the definition. There we will see we do the following. We say give me the camera folder, the smartphone folder inside there, which is default storage, but it's a removable storage. You have to handle it as a removable storage. Then you may say await get camera folder. So this is my code, which comes now in here. I say okay, create me a camera folder first with initialized null, and I say give me the storage from Windows storage, known folders, removable devices, and from there the first folder. So in this case it's a small code, and we would say we switch it into the first folder. Sweated a bit. And then we have this, we have now the SD card, and when we have the internal SD card, internal storage, then we will say if it's not null, then we make a readable list, with which is only in read mode, with the internal storage folders. And inside the SD card I have a lot of folders. So you have WhatsApp folders, you have, and you also have the DCIM folder. That's a default what we do. And now we say we're looking for the DCIM camera folder. So I say give me all folders in async mode, so it's not blocking the system. And then we say for each folder inside the folder list, we first go and do the following stuff. We say give me the folder there. That's a check for the word DCIM. I would also be able to get to say in a different way, but in this case we say if we are there, folder get folder async. So if we are in the main block, we would say if we have different smart files and smartphones connected, then we would say look for the first DCIM folder. So this is get folder async. Try to get the folder inside those first folders. If you find the folder DCIM, then check if you can get or read or open the folder async. And then we say if you have found that, then we make a break. Then I make a slow loop if it's not possible to get those folders by get folder async. So this is preparation if we have checked for different systems. In this case it was a smartphone from Samsung. In other applications it might be different. If you have an iPhone or something like this, I didn't check for this now. So this application is only for my stuff. So this is a Sony, it would work different there. Okay. And now when we have all that, when we have a result, then we go to read files in folder, and then we say if you have the folder, camera folder, get all files from that folder, and if you have a file, then create a small file user control, image user thumbnail user control. I say from this the device itself, the controller user control itself is called UC file in my case, and I said UC file user control image is a new control of that. I would say the file inside there, set the file inside of the file which is now currently in the loop, and I would say the content of this image control, block it into into the item, and create into the item. This one, create new view item. A view item is the first is the sub element of the grid view, and then I say set the item into there, and then add this item into the into items of the file. So difficult. And I will say, okay, what happens now in that file? We have now to create the image. We have inside there a grid for the border, and I have UC an image control, default image control SAML. Inside there I said, okay, we have here fill, none, and uniform to fill. So I decided uniform to fill is the best stuff, so it fills inside a little bit, it zooms out. And then in the load point, I say after the image is loaded, we say create a new bitmap image. Set the source of image thumbnail. So the source image thumbnail is this one from the file which we have set outside. Make get thumbnail async. Create an, this is a Windows function from the new .NET framework. So this is not Windows 32 and not UWP. It is it's UWP, Universal Windows Platform Apps. The code from there is a new Windows code, and we have the possibility to get a single item in 100 pixels, and this works for images and it works for videos, and it's async. That's important. So this is totally different to the Windows 32 applications. And then we say, okay, if you have the image, set the source of sets this image to the bitmap image, set source, and then make the thumbnail which is outside, inside here. We have a thumbnail. That's the thumbnail image. Set this one by the stuff that we actually created, and that's all what we need. And you will find the code in there in my website, which is below the video link. And we run it for first, and you see. So this is my app, my smartphone, and you may order me for your help for your applications, maybe in America or somewhere else, or in Switzerland. I'm German and I'm working as usually as a freelancer very often. Now we say get folder, and you see it's reading the folders, and I don't have to open the Windows Explorer in this case. So this is my Windows Explorer. Normally if you have the Windows Explorer, you always have to click in there. Be happy if you have the image here, otherwise you have to switch it on, and then we switch it on, you find the DCIM, and then you find the camera folder, and that's it. That's the same. And I will write a complete app because I need this so such often that I want an app, a Windows app in this case. You take the code from my site and you may use it, and if you have improvements, tell me, and I will save the application as a Windows application on the Microsoft Store.